Well, folks, how you doing? It's Papa Joe. I calling it quits for the day. Sunday evening, I pretty much accomplished my goals. I'm 59 miles away from my receiver for Monday morning. Excuse me. There was another Loves and a Flying J up by where I got it delivered. I would have had to pass them up a couple miles, which ain't no big deal. However, don't know if there would be parking there or not. So I stopped right here where I'm at. 59 miles short. I'm good with that. A lot better than they told me I needed to do. Which I'm glad I pulled out yesterday. I started doing the math. Boy, they had me under load now. It was, call it 1,000 miles. And they wanted me to pick up Tuesday. They wanted me at the yard by Monday morning, do 4 drops, and pick up by 2 o'clock Tuesday. It couldn't have happened. So, I've done what I've done. I'm sitting here, call it an hour to the receiver. It won't be, but call it an hour. Basically, I'll have 8, maybe 9 hours to do everything I need to do tomorrow, and it ain't gonna happen. I'm good with that. I'll get off the first 3, and I'll be set up for my final in El Paso. Kick it off first thing Tuesday morning. Go grab my other one and start riding back the other way. Well, I'm good. I had my boy shoot a video. Y'all ain't seen it. It's a little eyeball of my property. It's not a full-fledged one of the property or none of that. We have a Pacific project that we've been working on, and they pretty much wrapped it up today. So I asked him to shoot a video of it, put it up where me and Michael could see it. I tell you what, the place is coming along nice. It is starting to look like the park that I wanted it to look like. And it's getting there. It's getting there. It's making me proud. It's getting there. So I have what we call the deer cut. And somebody asked what a deer cut was. And that's just something that, to my knowledge, that we coined. I don't know, maybe somebody else has used it. We had a thick stock of woods through there, and I have told everybody all along that I wanted a deer cut, which is nothing more than a semi-wooded, protected place for the deer to hang out, where they can feel safe and secure. We have cut it down a little bit more, cut down around it a little bit more than I originally intended. But I had this vision in my head for the last several years that I've been working towards. And as each step was completed, I would revisit what I wanted And to get what I wanted and what I could see, we had to sacrifice part of the deer cut. We was going to leave it a little bit more wooded around the front. And we had got to a point where we was there, and I wanted so that when I'm on my back porch, the porch we're turning into an office, it's all glass. I want to be able to sit there, and if there's deer in there, I want to see them. And with the way I had originally visioned it, we couldn't see it because of the trees. So I had them thin them back more and more, and I'm quite happy with what we have. We have a fairly solid stand of woods against the neighbor. It's over there on Michael's property, lining his driveway. Coming around the back there a little bit, we left that a little thick because Michael likes the thicker brush look to his woods. And from my porch, I can look straight over yonder and see his trailer in the back 40. And he could step out and see my back porch. We don't want to see each other. We want to see each other, would be right on top of each other. We both want our privacy. Then we have a short little stand of trees coming across the front. Now, as a country boy, I can tell you deer don't have to have that. I've seen them standing in people's front yards every night. So our thing was hoping they would bed down in there. Give them a place maybe where they'll give birth. Maybe that'd be their main safe haven for the first few days of the baby's life. Whatever, I don't care. So we was just trying to give wildlife a chance. Just like we didn't want to take out all the trees because of the squirrels. We've had a lot of squirrels. We don't have near as many now, which ain't my fault. We got a hawk that's taken up residency, and that hawk has cleaned some squirrels out, which I'm good with that. But we had an overabundance of them. And that's nature in its action, that's how nature works. So Mr. Hawk moved in and cleaned out a bunch of squirrels. Now Mr. Hawk's gone for a little bit, but now we've got a ton of robins that have moved in and all over our backyard. In that deer cut, I plan on putting in a mineral lick and a salt lick. I'm debating on if I'll put a feeder in there. And I hope in due time, it'll be a couple years down the road still, I hope to plant a couple of apple trees and whatnot in there. Deer love apples, and they'll come from a long ways. So I'm attempting to draw the deer into my place is what it boils down to. I have the pond, so they've got water. If you've looked at the video, I've got some decent grass growing. Give them a mineral lick and a salt lick and a little corn feed. They've got a little protection there. A buddy of mine calls them urban deer. He said, you just go have you a bunch of urban deer. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm not a hunter, so I'm not worried about hunting them and shooting them. Now, I'll eat them. I'll shoot one. It ain't like I have a problem shooting them, but that is not my goals. My son, Robert, has been working on it. He might wind up shooting one. He's wanting to get it where he can have his grandson, or his son, my grandson, shoot one. So, yeah, we might wind up killing a deer, but if we take one or two deer, if we harvest one or two deer, that's just a small price to pay for the deer population to have a safe haven and have what I'm offering them. Yeah, I know. There's going to be some of you that holler, how's it a safe haven if you kill them? It's called hunting. Most of the year, they will have them a safe haven. So, and I didn't say we would. I said we might. I don't have the time, the energy, or anything else to shoot a deer and butcher it. Believe it or not, that's a lot of work. It's not just fun and games. That's a lot of work. And me and Grandma, we really ain't up to it. So the odds of me shooting one is real damn slim. The odds of Robert shooting one, I don't know, 50-50, 60-40. I can see him shooting one, and I don't have a problem with it at all. If they even come in. They might not come in. So, that's what a deer cut is. Just giving them a place to come hang out. I had someone else ask me about per diem. And actually, they asked me what I thought of per diem being taken away. And I gave them a short reply. But your per diem actually cannot be taken away because that's a tax deal. That's how I look at it. IRS allows you to write off, I don't know, $64 or something a day for every day that you're on the road. You get to write that off and not pay taxes on it. That's the true per diem. Now, there are companies out here that get playing around with it, and they want to give you your pay and then tell you that they're giving you per diem. I'm not a big fan of that at all. Of course, there's as many ways for them to play that game as there is companies playing that game. To me, if the company is paying you per diem, that means instead of giving you $200 a day, they are paying you a taxable amount of I think it's $144 if you're getting paid, if you get 64, so $146. That's what they're paying taxes on. Your whole bit of taxes. Your, damn it, I'm at a loss for words all of a sudden. That don't happen often. But all your medical and your, I keep wanting to say IFTA, and it's not IFTA, but your IRS, your income and all that. Well, then they're slipping you that $64, and they're not paying nothing on it. Nothing. Now, at the end of the year, when you go file your taxes, you can't claim per diem twice. They cannot pay you per diem, and then you write it off new at the end of the year. It don't work that way. So they just got by with $64 a year, a day, for 300 days or whatever you was off or worked, and they didn't have to pay their share of your taxes. Really. I would just as soon them go ahead and pay me all my wages and let me pay my taxes. At the end of the day, when you go to file for Social Security, that is based on your highest wages for the last 4 years or something like that. Well, that extra $64, that's a 30-year pay that you're getting cut out. Now, go ahead and pay me everything's due me and let me worry about my taxes. Now, that's how I look at it. I'm sure there's others that like it. I don't. The only plus side I see to it is that it might give you a little bit more chump change in your pocket this week. 10 bucks, 20 bucks, whatever. Now, just go ahead and let's pay everything like we're supposed to, and I'll claim my per diem at the end of the year. That's how I prefer it. So I don't see how you can say they're taking away your per diem unless they was taking it out and now they have changed policy where they now don't mess with per diem, or now they just give you your straight pay and you get to write it off at the end of the year. If that's the case, they're doing you a favor, in my opinion. So I can't make a whole lot of educated answer on your question unless I knew what your company was doing. And even with that, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a tax attorney, I'm a damned old truck driver. So, and free advice is worth what you pay for it, especially when you're talking about taxes and stuff. So that's that. What else can I harass you about? I don't think just a whole lot. Like I said, I'm 59 miles away. I'm debating on another video or two. I ain't decided if I'll make them or not. I basically got an easy another 10 hours to kill right here. Right now it says I'll get there at 8:48. So I got 11 hours to kill. So I don't know what I'll do with it. Alright folks, that's it for this video. You're updated. I'm out of the house, I trucked, I made it where I need to stop, I'm stopped. ate 3 bratwursts for dinner. Grabbed me some milk. I'm on a milk kick lately. With that, I'm going to bid you a good night. Remember, God loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening. Sweet dreams. Bye.